know my come up, gotta watch, stay at my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Off the play fake, Mariota. He sets to fire and got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line and give him a gain of 37.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room to the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Play action now. Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it coughed it up. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Kelly. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Lucky 56.
Here's Kelly. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Over! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Watch it now, Barney! Over! Gun!
To throw on second down, Kelly. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Kelly to throw on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, Kelly. That's complete to Darbo. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the door.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Kelly looking to throw on second down. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Muscling free near the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mariota now on 2nd down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over. Detroit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kelly. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun, Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mullins. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Kelly now to throw on second down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission as we... Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across. The 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 Over!
Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check, 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 check! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
Hackenberg on second down. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mariota now. And that's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run it with Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Carson. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Welcome back now to Denver. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
From the gun, Hackenberg. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Hackenberg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Second down, Hackenberg. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. in this amount of time. I think it was a two-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Play action now. Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On the run, this is Jackson. And fights through one man. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Here's Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Mariota now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. Mariota to throw it this time. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Mariota. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. They go play action. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.